CSMS College of Polytechnics, welcome to all students. I am Professor Aniket Sonone from Mechanical Engineering Department, going to teach you a subject, Engineering Graphics. So once again, CSMS College of Polytechnic welcomes you. We will go through the Institute Vision statement first. Institute Vision: to provide value-based technical education so as to meet the needs of industry and society. Mission statement: imparting the technical knowledge and skills through effective implementation of teaching and learning. Next, second statement: strengthening interaction between industry and institute to fulfill the requirements of industries. Third, to inculcate the professional and ethical values for social and environmental concerns. So these were the institute vision and institute mission. Students should aware of the institute vision and mission statement of our institute. So you should read when you get time, and you should memorize this vision and mission statement of the institute. Now I belongs to the mechanical engineering department, and so the vision statement of mechanical department is to develop mechanical engineers who serve the society and industry through their technical knowledge. Mission statement: to provide quality technical education by effective utilization of available resources and define teaching learning process. To aware students about mechanical industrial needs by exposing them to industry, and to develop quality consciousness by imparting moral values. Now mechanical engineering department have three PEOs, that are program educational objectives. It means that after completion of mechanical engineering diploma, what students will gain, that are the program educational objective. Here it is written what he/she will continue to do even after 3-5 years of working in the industry. It means after passing of diploma, after 3 to 5 years, what you will do in industry. So that is nothing but program educational objectives. So PO1: provide socially responsible, environment friendly solutions to mechanical engineering. It means what? You have to provide environment friendly solutions as a mechanical engineer related broad based problem adapting professional ethics. Second, adapt state of art mechanical engineering broad based technologies to work in multidisciplinary work environments. Third, solve broad based problems individually and as a team member communicating effectively. These were the PEOs of the subject. These are common to all for subject because it is of department concern. Now POs. NBA have given guidelines and identified program outcomes. So these are common for all subjects. So after gaining the knowledge of this subject, you will satisfy some of the POs among these 7. But keep in mind students, these are the POs which will satisfied after completion of all diploma courses. So let's go through that. First one is basic and discipline specific knowledge. This is first view. In that, apply knowledge of basic mathematics, science and engineering fundamentals and engineering specialization to solve the engineering problems. Second, problem analyze. Identify and analyze well-defined engineering problems using codified standard methods. Third, design development of solutions. Design solutions for well-defined technical problems and assist with the design of system components or processes to meet specified needs. Next, engineering tools, experiments and testing. Apply modern measuring tools and appropriate technique to conduct standard test and measurement. Fifth is engineering practice for society, sustainability and environment. It means you have to apply appropriate technology in context of society, sustainability, environment and ethical practice. Project management. Use engineering management principles individually as team member or a leader to manage projects and effectively communicate about well-defined engineering activities. Last one is lifelong learning, ability to analyze individual needs and engage in updating in the context of technological change. So these were the POs. Now we will come to the actual course. Mechanical semester is first. Subject title that we are going to study is engineering graphics, which has code of 22002. So you have to keep in mind. Now there is a rationale of this subject. It indicates that after teaching this subject, what exactly you will get or what this subject has. So first we will see engineering graphics is a language of engineers. So this engineering graphics is what? It is an language of an engineers. Means engineers communicate with each other with this language. Now, is this language speakable? So it is not speakable. It is a graphical language and are used for expressing ideas, conveying the instruction on shop floor. Means whatever ideas come in minds, we have to express on paper, and that paper or sheet we need to submit to the shop floor so that according to the based on drawing that machine operator will operate the machine and prepare a job or component. Third, it covers application of drawing instruments and familiarized to Bureau of Indian Standard related to engineering drawing. So there are various drawing instruments that we are going to study in this subject. Last one is fourth one, sorry, it develops ability to read various engineering curves, projections and dimension. Fifth one, focus on use of drawing instruments, imagination and developing ideas into sketch. Next is to develop the ideas of visualizing actual object on the basis of drawing. And last, it is foundation of further courses of engineering drawing. So this was the rationale of engineering graphics subject. Now competency. Now all the competencies help students to attain industry identified competency through various teaching learning experiences. The competency is prepare engineering drawing manually using prevailing drawing instruments. Means you have to prepare an engineering drawing by your own with the help of drawing instruments. Now this is important. Course outcomes in short form is called as COs. These are identified by industry persons based on their requirements. So first CO is draw geometrical figures and engineering curves. You have to draw the geometrical figures and engineering curves. Now second, draw the views of given object using principle of orthographic projection. You will able to draw different views of given object by using this orthographic projections. It means that we are going to study that engineering curves, then orthographic projection, and third one is draw the isometric view of given component or from orthographic projection. You will give one component. Based on that component you have to draw the isometric views of that component, or based on the orthographic projection you have to draw an isometric view, also called as 3D view of a particular object. So you are going to study this also. And use of drawing codes, convention and symbol as per ISSP 46 in engineering drawing. So it is language, so there are different codings, convention and symbols of various components, various threads, various materials. So you will going to study these drawing codes. Also last is draw freehand sketches of given engineering element. Now we will come to the teaching and examination scheme of this subject. Teaching scheme: lecture, there are 2 lectures in the week. Practical 4 hours is there. It means 2 hour practical is there. So 2 times one batch will come for practical. So this is total of 6. 4 plus 2 6. Now this subject is different from other subject. This subject doesn't have theory paper. In that end semester exam is also not there, PA is not also there, and total will not be appear over here. This subject is totally practical based, so it has end semester examination of 50 marks. So one exam at the end of semester will be taken, which will consist of 50 marks, and at the red symbol indicate that exam is taken by internal at college level. So minimum 20 marks you have to score for passing this subject. And this is practical PA. It means that you are drawing various sheets, then your micro projects and your sketchbook. So all these marks will consist of 50. So total 50 plus 50 you have 100, and total you have to score minimum 40 marks. So what we have to do in practical hours, we have to draw these sheets called as practical outcomes. After completion of the sheet, what you have to draw. Now we will see the sheet number 1. In sheet number 1 there are 3 problems. First is draw figure showing dimensioning technique. You have to draw one figure which has dimension. So there are various types of dimension. You have to draw such figure which will include all types of dimensions. Next is again draw the another figure showing the dimensioning technique, because in one figure it is tedious job to show all types of dimension. So you can draw the two problem, and some dimension on first and some dimension on second. Third one, draw one problem on loci of points slider crank. So these are the sheet number 1, problems. Sheet number 2 is totally based on engineering curves. So we will learn that ellipse, parabola, hyperbola. So based on those problem, you have to draw the sheet number 2nd. This is just overview. Third sheet is on orthographic projection using first angle method, having plane and slanting surfaces. You have to draw two problem in third sheet of orthographic projection by using first angle method. In that it should having plane and slanting surfaces. So this is sheet number 3rd. Sheet number 4th is also on orthographic projection. You have to draw and sheet number 5 is on isometric view. Sheet number 6 is also on isometric view. So 5 and 6 you will compare that. Draw one problem on isometric view of simple object having plane and slanting surfaces by using natural scale, and here you have to draw a problem on isometric projection of object having cylindrical surface. So that is the difference between 5 and 6. Sheet number 7 is to draw freehand sketches, conventional representation of machine element such as thread, profile, nut, bolt, stud, screw, washer and locking. And also there is a part of sketchbook, in that you have to draw at least two problem, that is problem based learning. For given 3D model an object, student shall imagine and draw all three views on the sketchbook. It means you will get an object. By seeing that object, view all the sides of the object and draw, imagine and draw all three views on sketchbook. So how will you get marks of term work? Based on these key performance indicators. It means for drawing the sheets, this 6-point key here should be taken. The weightage, performance indicator and weightage is shown over here. First your sheet should be neat, clean. You will get 10%. Let's consider 10 marks for one sheet. So 1 mark we will get for neatness and cleanliness of the sheet. Second, uniformity in drawing and line work. Your line work should be uniform. It should not be thick or thin. That line should be uniform. So if your lines are uniform, you will again get 1 mark. If you create a given drawing, you will get 4 marks. Then last is fourth one is dimension. Give proper dimension and write the text. You will get 2 marks. If you give an answers of simple question, you will get 1 marks, and submission of drawing in time 1 marks. So such 10 marks division is there. So I will also assess your sheets based on these criteria. So try to understand and follow this strictly. This is very important table. Based on this table, you can guess what is your question paper or how your question paper will be. This is very important for all subjects. So this is unit wise weightage of question paper design specification table. In this, units are shown over here. 5 units are there and unit titles are here. Means these are the units we are going to study. These are teaching hours and these are some distribution of theory marks. So this chapter principle of drawing, which has total marks 6 marks. So how this 6 mark is divided? 0 mark is for remembering level. This RUA, R is remembering level, U is understanding level and A is application level. So RUA. So these are the 3 levels. So first chapter 2 marks understanding level and 4 marks is of application level. So this level you have to keep in mind. So this table will give you exact idea how your question paper will be. So again, second chapter engineering curves and loci of points is of 6 mark, orthographic projection is of 10 marks, isometric projection is of 16 marks, and freehand sketches is of 12 marks. So these are some suggested student activities that you have to do. Students should maintain separate sketchbook apart from teamwork and submit it along with the drawing sheet. Following assignment should be draw on sketchbook. So these are the work that you need to do in sketchbook: single stroke vertical letters and numbers, types of lines, redraw the figures, engineering curves, one problem for each type of curve, orthographic projection minimum 5 problem, isometric projection views minimum 5 problems, freehand sketches all types of machine elements mentioned in unit number 5, and last is note problem on sheet and in sketchbook should be different. Also, second, student should collect various maps, production drawing, building drawing, layouts from nearby workshops, industries, builders, contractor, and try to list types of lines used in drawing, lettering style used, dimensioning style used, IS code referred. Then list the shape and curves you are observing around you in real life with name of place and item. Example: ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, cycloid, epicycloid, hypocycloid, involute, spiral, helix. Take one circular shape, assume one point on circumference and mark it. Roll that shape on flat and circular surface. Observe the path of point and try to recollect with theory taught in class. Also, you can take circular and pentagonal shapes and wrap a thread over the periphery. Now unwrap this thread and observe the locus of the end of the thread and try to correlate with the theory taught in class. Also, each student should explain at least one problem for construction and methods of drawing in sheet to all batch colleagues. Teachers will assign the problems of particular sheets to be explained to each student batch. Each student will assess at least one sheet of other students, maybe in group of 5 to 6 students identified by teachers can be taken, and will note down the mistakes committed by them. Students will also guide the students for correcting the mistakes. So these are the certain activities. So what micro project you have to do? You have to do micro project on helical spring, flat coil spring, isometric view, isometric and orthographic view. Again this isometric view, involute curve, cycloidal curve, conical curve. We will take example. Suppose this conical curve, each ball will go to the institute playground and one student standing on the boundary throws a ball to a wicket keeper who is 30 meters away from the thrower, and the ball has reached a maximum height of 20 meters from the ground. Draw the path of ball and identify the type of conic curve it has traced in air. So such kinds of experiments and your report may be considered as a micro project of this subject. So this is very interesting. You can do these various activities as a micro project. Here are certain books, learning resources for you. The first book is Engineering Drawing Practice for Schools and Colleges. The code that is using ISSP 46, Bureau of Indian Standard. So this is of publication BIS, Government of India. Engineering Drawing by N.D. Bhatt, Machine Drawing by N.D. Bhatt, Engineering Drawing by Joel D.A., Engineering Drawing by Dhawan R.K., and again Engineering Drawing by Shah P.J. So I recommend you that Engineering Drawing by Andy Butt is a good book. Yeah, all the topics are covered, so you can take this and refer all other books also. These are the certain YouTube links where you can watch the videos and watch the methods of drawing the various engineering curves, orthographic projection, isometric projection, and freehand sketches. So go through it. It will also be very helpful for you. So thank you for this session of introduction of the subject engineering graphics. Again, I will tell you the subject that we are teaching is engineering graphics. I am Professor Aniket Sonone. My mobile number is 9403248684 and my email ID is aniket a sonawane @gmail.com. You can contact me on email and you can also call me if you have any difficulties in this introductory part of our subject. Thank you.